why haven't we been taught this in the church? You know? Mm-hmm. And so your course really empowered me to go deeper. It's scary. It's been scary, but it's empowered me to really dig deep to find out who I am and why I was created and how I can create my own reality.
You can say each class is a minimum of an hour long. They're usually an average of around an hour and a half. So you're coming to this class every Wednesday, about an hour and a half for about 13 weeks. But you got all of this other stuff going on. You're a mom, you're a wife, you have your own business. What made you decide to commit to this course in the midst of you having to do all this other stuff?
So it was a blessing in disguise, really, to keep that balance of like not being on my computer all the time just for work. But, you know, shifting and understanding that I too have to continue to grow and expand and be normal, because it was not a normal year last year. I want to know more about myself, even the dark parts. And it was like you were that usher to say it's okay. Like, you're not going to lose yourself in this. This is a part of you anyway. So you need to explore that and understand why you are the way that you are. I felt that I was still missing a little component, and it was the spiritual aspect of it. Even though, like, my coach is very spiritual, like we talked about spiritual things, the way that your course broke down spirituality, broke down the Bible, broke down words, like teaching us how to break, like, I never thought to look up the origin of a word and how it was used originally, you know? So for me, I felt that your course was that component that I needed to be well-rounded as an individual. You know, I've gone through therapy, I've gone through coaching. So I'm making investments in myself to be a better person all around. From here on out, I might have moments of, gosh, I probably shouldn't do that. But I feel like I have to listen to that voice that is telling me, no, you have to do this because you said you wanted to live like this. You said you wanted to experience this. So if you don't do this over here, you're not going to get to experience that over there.
Right.
And that's where the self-realization and self-accountability comes in, because then you're like, okay, I did say, I put it on my vision board. I did say I want to do that. I did say I'm going to experience that. And who's to say I can't? I created this life. And now I'm like, I really did create this life.
Now when you're saying, well, you said XYZ, you're not necessarily pointing at another person. You're talking about yourself.
Talking about myself. That is full self-accountability, self-actualization, self-realization, understanding that I create everything. I create the bad, I create the good. And if I want to experience more of one over the other, then that's what I need to spend time focusing on.
So I'm going to actually show a clip from class.
Okay.
And we'll see if you remember this clip. I'm going to ask you, how you felt about this clip. I want you to actually write down the word double. If you have your notebook in front of you, and you should, I want you to write down the word double, D-O-U-B-L-E. Okay. Now, next to that, I want you to write the word Diablo, D-I-A-B-L-O. You should be able to see, and you should be able to hear how this is the same word. That is telling you that anything that has to do with doubles it's got to do with the devil. So that means the mirror is literally showing you the devil. That means that when you go to look in the mirror, you are really looking at your devil. Does that make anyone uncomfortable? You are your own devil. Tell me in the chat, does that make you uncomfortable? Yes or no?
When you're actually telling us like, okay, now I want you to do X, Y, and Z, and we do it, it was like putting the connections together. So the light bulb came on when you said it, and then actually putting it into practice, it made the connection stronger, you know. And then the other thing you said in that specific class was, how did that make you feel to know that when you look in the mirror, you seeing the devil? It made me feel very uncomfortable. I'm like, I ain't no damn devil. But for real, it's like, if I wasn't, then why would I have certain thoughts? Like, why would I have to cast out certain thoughts that come up that don't align with what I feel my spirit man is or my spirit woman is, you know? So it was, girl, this whole course, I'm telling you, it changed my life. The other class that I really enjoyed was the Messiah Within. And I think that also helped me to confront a fear, because it's like, well, if I have the devil in me, if I see my double and I'm witnessing this from someone who's external, I have to be confident to confront that.
I want to ask that you describe, who is the self-realization course for? Like, describe the woman that you think it's for.
This course is for the woman who is ready to go deeper into their spiritual walk, like to really understand how to get down to the root of whatever it is that they're experiencing and how they can change it. Because we're really one decision away of changing the rest of our life for the rest of our life, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I would say, if I would have came across you like 15 years ago, I would be a totally different person today. If you are on the fence about your spiritual walk, just do it. Like, you will not be disappointed, and it will be hard. It will be scary at times. It will be funny at times, because Kamisha, you make it funny. There's times we're like laughing and stuff, but it most certainly will help you to tap into you so that you can show up and be the best you for you, and then in turn be the best you for the world. And you know, change really does start within, and we have to be the change that we want to see. And you can't do it timid and unsure. Like, we need to empower each other, and that's what you do for us. You empower us to go out in the world and be who we are and be great. And I'm forever grateful for you. That's one of the things that I'm just like, now can't nobody tell me nothing, girl. Like, I be playing that song all the time. Like, what? I should walk around with a little boombox. Somebody say something, just play a song. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing. Who you think you are?